EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for January 26th, 2021. For your Tuesday, we're going to see some snow initially and then some sleet and freezing rain move in from southwest to northeast. A lot of that's going to be this morning, and then we're going to be more intermittent this afternoon with many areas changing over to freezing rain at some point. And then we'll have some winter precipitation continuing into the evening hours, and that will come to an end during the course of the evening hours from southwest to northeast. And this is looking at early this morning on the global models. Primary low out here in the Ohio Valley. It's going to transfer to a weak low offshore during this process, and it's going to take its time doing so. So it invites a lot of warm air aloft to come in, and that's what changes you over from snow to sleet to freezing rain. Further south, you're just going to start off as freezing rain and sleet, and the snow is going to be on the push northeast into the colder air that resides farther to the northeast. And then this system will continue to wind down here during the evening and pull away, and then we are left with mostly cloudy skies in its wake here on Wednesday. I'm going to use the high-resolution rapid refresh here. This is the simulated radar, and I'm starting this off at 7 o'clock. And the reason I'm using this is because it gives a fine detail every 15 minutes of what the radar should look like. So this is approximately what the radar will look like at early in the morning here, and you have some light freezing drizzle and rain down here further south. And as this pushes northeast, it gets a little bit stronger and more organized. And on the front edge of that, you have snow breaking out, and this is generally the Lehigh Valley area. That'll eventually push into northern New Jersey. You have some snow up here in the far north country. But as this pushes northeast, you're going to go back and forth here with precipitation types with snow and sleet. And this sleet is going to extend all the way down south here to Harrisburg and along I-76 here. Further south from there, we're looking at freezing rain, and this continues to push off to the north and east during the course of the morning. Could get a burst of snow here for a little bit. That gives you that coating to 2 inches of snow that we have in our forecast for these areas, and it'll extend into northern New Jersey. But then eventually warm air aloft will come in, and will warm this temperatures aloft enough to change this over to sleet, and then freezing rain here indicated by these purples in here. So sleet, freezing rain is going to get it all the way up into the Poconos, and but you will have a nice burst out here ahead of that, and then snow continuing the far northern country here of Pennsylvania. And this is going to go into the evening before it winds down. As I switch over to the NAM here at this point, this is the same time frame at 21Z, which is 4 p.m. So you can see sleet for actually just freezing rain and drizzle in the middle part here. It will change to rain, we think, farther south here, because it's going to have enough warm air coming in there to get temperatures up, 34, 35, 36, enough to change this over to just plain rain across central and southern New Jersey and far southern Pennsylvania. And then as we get into the course of the evening, this will start to dissipate and come to an end. May end as a few snow showers even in some of those areas that changed over to freezing rain, like maybe all the way down to the Lehigh Valley here in northern New Jersey before it finally pulls away here later in the overnight. The interesting thing about the HRR here with this burst of snow that it's showing here coming in for these areas right here especially, that would be just before noon here. This is actually right around noon. It starts to change over, but it looks like the HRR is trying to put a nice swath of snow here that's going to be actually showing a little bit more than 2 inches here. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets a little bit higher than that somewhere in here, but generally coating to 2 inches here, maybe favoring the 2 inches, closer to the 2 inches amounts here in these particular regions, and again across the Poconos. And this is just through 4 p.m. So there will be additional accumulations in the far northern country here that will continue to add to that, which is why we have these areas up here, especially the higher elevations, in 1 to 3 with localized 4-inch amounts. So that can certainly happen up in these locations there. But then once that is gone, again, we're back to mostly cloudy skies here on Wednesday. This next system coming in will stay to our south. This was a storm signal we were watching, and earlier in the week there was some indication that it may bring some wintry precipitation to at least parts of our area, maybe southeastern areas. Still have to watch like maybe southern Delaware and the southern tip of New Jersey here, southern New Jersey, for maybe a few snow showers on the northwest fringe here. But this is really, this is a lot weaker than what it was shown several days ago, even for these areas in here across Virginia that are to get some light snow out of this. And again, this is Wednesday night into Thursday. So for our area, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies on Wednesday night, expecting to stay dry, and then Thursday we're expecting morning clouds to give way to sun here in the afternoon, and then mostly sunny skies, very cold temperatures starting on Thursday and lasting through Saturday with temperatures below freezing in most locations. As a matter of fact, it'll be well below freezing, it looks like, on Friday, despite mostly sunny skies. Some areas in the Poconos might not get out of the teens for highs. It's going to be pretty cold, and 20s elsewhere. And then we get back to maybe near 30 degrees or thereabout, or close to it on Saturday with mostly sunny skies continuing. Next storm signal coming in. This is coming in on Sunday night and Monday. There's going to be another system that runs into the Ohio Valley and forces redevelopment. A little bit better teleconnections this time here with this with this particular system, but I don't want to get too excited about this. I think we're going to get some wintry precipitation out of this, at least initially. It might change over to something else, maybe some sleet, freezing rain, and then rain depending on the track of this thing. Or it could possibly remain very weak. Now, we've seen this trend here recently, so this has been a trend. Now, the teleconnections are a little bit better for this, so we'll see how this works out. This one might hold together. So a little bit more hopeful for this one to do something, but we're not going to be just putting all our chips in on the table saying this is going to produce a pretty decent snowfall across the region like the European model has, like tonight's GFS run had as well. There are indications that is going to be the case, but I don't want to jump the gun here. All right, so there's a lot of time here. You see the timestamp up here. This is now going into the 1st of February, so, we got a lot of time here. I know it's in our 7-day outlook, and we have those chances listed on Sunday, late Sunday, Sunday night, and Monday for this particular storm with wintry precipitation. But a lot can change, a lot can evolve over the next couple of days. So just don't latch on to any ideas just yet. Once we get into the closer range, kind of like 4 days, then we can start gaining a little bit more confidence in what we're dealing with. If we're still showing something like this at that point, yeah, then it would be a little bit more realistic. But we've seen several of these systems come in here over the past week to 10 days, and it did something similar here at this range, showing a big storm, and then like today's, not really a big storm, and it's going to be a nuisance. It's going to deliver some wintry precipitation, not as big as it once looked. Earlier in the week, it looked like it was going to be about a 3 to 6, 4 to 8 inch snowfall. We're not going to see that today. Okay, so that's a perfect example. So we'll continue to monitor this throughout the week and give you updates as they come in, but just something to look at and watch for now and see what it does in a couple days from now. I'm EPA NWA meteorologist Bobby Marcus. That is your outlook for January 26th, 2021. Have a great Tuesday.